Put your money intact, put your money intact. Invest and show that your money come back. Put your money intact, put your money intact. Invest and show that your money come back. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free. Join the abundance community, diaspora city. Yeah, we got global accessibility. Your future, your currency. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free. Join the Abundance Community Diaspora City. Contact our website or social media for more info. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack. One child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack.
Hello, TAC family. Hello, Tiashans. I want to welcome you to yet another training. We are here because we are persons who believe in abundance, who believe in limitless, who believe in possibilities, who believe that our minds must be stretched in order to achieve. But we also need constant reminders to remain on the right track. That helps us to continue thinking positively, to see the glass as half full. And that is how we are going to achieve our dreams. And so at the beginning of every training, before we call on the trainer, I have selected somebody from our community to give some exhortation to ensure that we are on the right path. And today I want to call on Mr. Aki Jackson, who will give us 2 minutes of such exhortation to keep us thinking positively and moving in the right direction. Mr. Jackson, go for it.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Daly. Do you hear me on the other end?
Yes, we can, loud and
Oh,
clear.
great. Yeah, I definitely keep it within 2 minutes. When Dr. Dahlia asked me to give a word of encouragement, I immediately began praying and seeking the infinite for wisdom. And of course, on the surface, it may sound simple, but when you're addressing the global house of passions, it becomes very, very painstaking. Um, so what? First of all, I just want to give honor to whom honor is due, to our CEO, our Chief of Staff, global executive, executive coordinators and directors and assistants, and the Global House of Tash, and of course, Dr. Dahlia. Thank you so very much. Now, what was laid on my heart was love, Love, love. And of course, my wife and I, we met in college. 40 years, I love her today as I did then. But sometimes we get into heated disagreements. I guess you can say heated. And we both finished in the School of Social Work, so we have our opinions on things. So she got upset. She said, "You don't know what love is." She was upset. Of course, we repented and got it together. And I asked her, I said, "Well, honey, what's your definition of love?" It was some years ago, and I'm still waiting on her definition of love. And immediately I had to go and research what is love, all the definitions of love. And I ran across various types of love. You have the Eros love, which, the passionate type love that a husband has for the wife and vice versa. And then you have the um, Philia, the brotherly love, Philia, where the word Philadelphia comes from. And then you have the agape love. That's the love of the infinite, unconditional love. And then in the script, we hear the infinite. I'm saying that no greater love. Well, let me back up. Dr. King um, said that love is the only force in the universe capable of transforming an enemy to a friend. Let me say that again. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said love is the only force in the universe capable of transforming an enemy to a friend. And then, of course, the Infinite mentioned that no greater love than this, that one is willing to lay down their life for a friend. And that's the definition I told my wife, to the effect that, I said, honey, listen, love is sacrifice, were you willing to lay down your life and die for a person? And few people will be willing to die for people they never met, they don't know personally on a personal level. And so I'm asking the House of Tashians, we have to be so much in love with what we're doing to serve humanity, to save humanity, to achieve our mission and our goal, our vision, excuse me, our vision and our mission, and live up to our philosophy, our theme, our motto, until we're willing to die for it. Because it's this serious. That's the type of love we need, Tashians, my brothers and sisters in the community. We need that passionate love, that love that allow us to make tremendous sacrifices, and we have to come up with our own definitions, of course. But that's the one I like. That's the one I ascribe to. We're willing to die, to give up our life, shed blood, sweat, and tears to achieve our mission, our goals. So I want to challenge the Tashians, all of my brothers and sisters. Find out what your definition of love is. I think we need to start there. And then from there, I think we can just go to higher levels than where we are now. So that's what was laid on my heart. And of course, I'm always emphasizing the mission and the vision and the philosophy, the motto, and the theme of tact. It is important. It is pertinent that we incorporate that into our hearts, our minds, our souls, and our spirits. Is that serious? And so I'm challenging all of us, get it in our hearts and in our spirits, and then I think it's a supernatural phenomenon that we'll be able to love with such passion and such perseverance and strength with all our hearts and all our minds, all our soul, because we are serving humanity and we are serving the infinite intact. And so there you have it. Thank you, Dr. Delia, for allowing me this opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Aki. That was beautiful. I love it. And like they say, love is the key, right? Love is the key. So we have to, there must be love going throughout our community. And we also have to love TAC, love TAC, and we will achieve. So thank you. Thank you to those who are just joining us. A special welcome. I think I saw the Chief of Staff joining us. Welcome, Chief of Staff. Thank you so much. I think we are ready to bring on our trainer. So our trainer is our very own crypto chemist or our crypto analyst, Mr. Blair James, who is going to speak to us today on liquidity as we prepare to go to the exchange. The exchange is we launching the exchange on December 11th. That is less than 3 months away. So that sounds like a lot, but it's not. So we really have to prepare ourselves. So here is Mr. Blair James again, who's going to prepare us as we get to the launch with his training on liquidity. Mr. James, welcome.
Yes, good afternoon, Doc, and good afternoon to the world. Good afternoon to all the theatrians in the house. I'm so honored and happy to be here that I can talk to you guys about liquidity. Last week, 2 weeks ago, we talked about the exchange, all right? So now we are going to talk about liquidity. Can everyone hear me?
Loud and clear.
All right, perfect.
Yes.
So this week, yes, yes. So this week we'll look on liquidity. That's very important in the crypto world. You know, a lot of us have heard about liquidity. And what is a liquidity? You know, crypto liquidity refers to how easy a cryptocurrency can be bought or sold in the open market without affecting its price. In other words, liquidity measures how quick and effectively a cryptocurrency can be converted into cash or, or another asset without causing significant price fluctuation. So that's one part of it. And then we look at now key aspects of crypto liquidity. We have here trading volume. You know, a lot of us in the crypto space have heard about trading volume, especially people that you have the traders. You know, we talk about trading volume. Now, trading volume refers to higher trading volume usually indicate better liquidity. When a cryptocurrency is traded frequently, there are more buyers and sellers, which means transaction can be executed quickly and with minimal price impact. So when you have a lot of liquidity, the cryptocurrency can be traded very easily without any significant price movement, right? So, and then we have order order book order book depth. The order book depth lists all buy and sell orders of a cryptocurrency on an exchange. A deep order book with many orders close to a current market price indicates good liquidity because it means there's a steady flow of buyers and sellers, various price levels. So that's the next part where you have order book, and then you have oh boy, what they did here now?
I think you
Okay,
press video.
yes, let me cancel that. Uh, I'm still on video.
Yes, you are.
Uh, let me shut off that part here. Okay, I'm off,
Okay,
right? Okay,
perfect.
thank you very much. Yes, you know how it goes with these technologies. So we have where was I? That
I'm
okay.
there. Sorry, I
Can you hear
just
me?
lost. Oh yes, I just it's my
You
connection. Yeah, go ahead.
about order paper. Order.
Okay, okay. Audibles. Yes, so we will finish with that. So let's look at spread. A lot of us have heard about spread. The spread is a difference between the higher bid price, the price a buyer is willing to pay, and the lowest ask price. The price a seller is willing to accept. A narrow spread typically indicates good liquidity, as it suggests a small gap between what buyers are willing to pay and what sellers are asking for. And we're looking at market size and demand. There's so much things when it comes to liquidity. You know, the overall size of the market demand for a particular cryptocurrency can affect its liquidity. Popular
Mm.
cryptocurrency like Bitcoin and Ethereum tends to have higher liquidity due to large market participation. So you know these two cryptocurrencies are very popular, Bitcoin and Ethereum. It takes big whales to move these cryptocurrencies. Individual with small amount of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin or Ethereum, would not move the market so much when it comes to these Bitcoins, but you have the whales that can do some serious movements, in
Yeah.
these in these cryptocurrency in this space. Exchange listing. Uh, Cryptocurrencies listed on multiple exchange often have better liquidity because they are accessible to more traders across different platforms, right? Being listed on major exchange also boosts cryptocurrency. Uh, yes, that can boost a cryptocurrency being listed on a various amount of different exchange and trading activities can impact cryptocurrency. Um, Impact of low liquidity, right? So the impact of low liquidity, we say price slippage. We can say price slippage in a market with low liquidity. Large trades can cause insignificant price change For example, if you try to buy or sell a large amount or a low liquidity kind, you might end up moving the market price against you, resulting in price slippage. And we have volatility. Low liquidity can lead to high price volatility as fewer participants mean each trade can have more substantial substantial impact on the price. We have liquidity pools. Last week well, not last week, but a couple of weeks ago we talked about uh, DeFi, decentralized exchange, and and stuff like that. So in liquidity pool in DeFi, uh, in decentralized finance, DEF liquidity pool are used to provide liquidity for trading and decentralized exchange DEX. These pools are collection of funds locked in smart contract, which allows users to trade assets directly from pools. Liquidity providers, those who deposit assets into the pool, uh, earns fees from trade that occurs in the pool. So we have liquidity pools there you can actually use. Likewise, we have liquidity, right? Doc, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay, all right. Just wanted to know if I'm still there because my
Mhm.
internet likewise have been acting up, you know. So we're looking at now the importance of liquidity, uh, effective trading. High liquidity allows traders to execute large orders without significantly affecting the market price, leading to more uh, efficient trading. Um, let's look at market stability. A liquid market is generally more stable as it can absorb large trades without extreme price swings. And we have investment confidence. Investors tend to prefer assets with higher liquidity because they can enter and exit positions more easily. That's why Bitcoin is the number one. We have a lot of people trading Bitcoin, and then we have a lot of people that is just storing Bitcoin. We have Michael Saylor. Everybody know Michael Saylor. He's one of the big Bitcoiners. He actually purchased over, I think it's 18,000 Bitcoin this week for MicroStrategy. So he's not playing.
Mhm. Wow.
Yes, yes, a lot of money. He's not playing right now. So in summary, liquidity is critical for the health of cryptocurrency market as it facilitates smooth trading, reduces volatility, and provides confidence to investors and traders. So today, this is the end of the training in regards to liquidity. There are so much that we can learn from this field, this cryptocurrency market. Each one of us has a responsibility to educate ourselves. This training is just for educational purpose. You have to go and do your own research and see what best works for you. So that was the information on in regards to liquidity,
Mm.
and a lot of us have to be able to understand these terms and stuff like that. So in regards to TAC, when the exchange is launched, we would like actually for liquidity to be coming through the exchange. That will help TAC a lot. So
Mhm.
that
Ah, yes.
that's my 2 pence
Mr.
on
James,
liquidity.
fantastic, fantastic. So we'll open the floor for questions, but Mr. James, but I do have some questions. Well, I have one, and based on how you answer it, I would know if I should ask the second one because you may answer it in
Ah,
the first one. So I'm trying to understand what you are saying about the liquidity of cryptocurrency. Basically, you're saying that the higher the liquidity of say TAC, the better it is for TAC, right?
yes, yes.
Okay.
The higher the liquidity is in TAC, it's more easier for TAC to transact with different cryptocurrencies, and you can trade out TAC and stuff like that. You know,
Okay, so I have some follow-up questions. How do we grow, since we go into the exchange, how do we grow the liquidity of TAC?
basically, it's the trading, buying and selling of the kinds, especially buying. When you have more buyers than sellers, it creates liquidity. You know, when a lot
Oh,
of people. That's why we need numbers. It's a numbers game. In anything we do, it's actually numbers. The more people, that's why we're supposed to be growing the base. For a lot of people having the kinds, a lot of people understanding the trading aspect of it, can buy on the exchange. You know, I was so green to this cryptocurrency thing, and now I just can't believe how far I've come. When we had the Byrek exchange, going on Byrek and trying to figure out how can how to use this thing. Yes, did make some mistakes, but sometimes you have to sacrifice certain things to learn. And
mm,
Byrek was one of the example. Um, from moving all my kinds and stuff like that, I had only lost one tack, right? Ever since we have started. Um, it was a learning experience, but at the same time, um, you know, having lost one tack, I say,
mm,
oh my, I can't believe I lost my baby, you know? It's like that one kind where this lady had lost and she had called everybody to help her look for the kind in the Bible. So, but it was an experience that I glad I had lasted in a sense, that I could learn something, you know. So we have to be able to use these exchange and buying of our kinds and stuff like that. It creates liquidity. Yes,
mm.
that.
Okay, yes, that's clear. So Mr. James, I told you I have follow-up questions based on how you'd answer, right?
Mm,
So
mm,
it's important. So we launched the exchange on December 11th. So what you're saying,
mhm.
we understand the importance of expanding the base. So what you're saying, once we launch, it's important to start trading or buying and selling immediately.
It's mostly buying. It's mostly buying. We go on and try to get kinds from the exchange that creates liquidity. you know.
Okay.
But at the same time, you don't really want to rush and start to, you watch the market and see what's going on. You don't want to rush in and, do anything, especially things that you will regret. Let's say selling off your kinds when you could be holding your kinds. You know, look at
Yeah.
these Bitcoiners. Some of these kinds have not been moving at all in terms of I'm talking about Bitcoin. Some of these individuals has not sold any Bitcoin. Just a fraction of some of the Bitcoin they have sold. Some of these individuals have been holding this thing for so long.
Mm,
It's quite interesting and unbelievable how they believe in this technology that they would not sell. You understand?
mm.
So we have to actually follow suit likewise. But yes, we need our base. We need a lot of people to hold this kind that we can actually grow the liquidity intact. You know.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. James. Okay. Anybody else has questions for Mr. James? That's a very big topic. Really, really important.
Yes, it's a huge topic. Trust me, there's so much about this thing here. You know, and there's so much information.
Yes.
Yes.
Reverend Gideon, you have a question?
Yeah, my question is about the liquidity after our launch. What actually is the procedure after the launch?
Yeah.
or the activities of liquidity during the exchange?
Well, after the launch, basically is the crypto exchange will operate just like any other exchange. So basically, we will be allotted a certain amount of coins. I don't remember the percentage. So you have the option now in terms of, buying or selling. You know, we have a couple of coins that would be on the exchange. You could buy Bitcoin, you could buy Ethereum. I remember that we could have bought, I think it was Litecoin, in the Bioic exchange. I don't know exactly what amount of coins we will have on the exchange, but yes, there are different kinds that we can buy on the exchange. But yes, TAC will be there. TAC will be our main kind. So definitely, you will try to get TAC. You know,
Hmm.
yes,
Thank you, Mr. James. The thing is, there are many of Tiashans who have never traded, who don't know
yes,
anything
yes,
about,
yes, and
who don't know
that's a
anything about
serious game.
exchanges. So I think that's
Hmm.
that's that's such an important question that Reverend Gideon asked, because people don't know what happens
Yes.
Yes,
with
yes,
the exchange. That's why I'm really looking forward to um Dr. Boaz will be doing a training on trading, which I think is going to help
and
people.
that
Yes.
is very, very important because hey, Doc, if we don't know about the trading aspect, how you can buy these things, we can be at a disadvantage, And what Dr. Bowers is supposed to do in regards to the trading is very good. We need individuals to teach individuals how to trade, how to buy and sell. So that is very good. We can have some videos and we put them on in the groups that individual can see exactly what to do. It's very important. It's like no, we are responsible, totally responsible for our kinds. We are not in 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 a situation where we like the bank. We take our money there and then we just leave it there. We are responsible for our kinds. When we allotted a certain amount of kinds, you can put them in your wallet and store them. So trading is very important. You know that? Trading is very
Yes.
important. Yes.
Yes, Mr. James. And I really want to encourage the Tiajans to ask questions. Even though you think the question is very simple, I always tell my students as a professor, don't worry if you think the question is trivial. If you do not understand, you do not understand. So
If you
ask.
don't understand, you don't understand. Right.
Exactly.
Yes.
And it's important, if we are going to the exchange, we need, every Tiasha needs to know what
Ev-
to do and what to
Every
expect.
TS, every single TS needs to know what to do, what to expect, and stuff like that. It's very important. We are responsible for our action. We are responsible, totally responsible. This cryptocurrency, this cryptocurrency, this new age finance that we're dealing with, it's upon us. It's upon you to educate yourself. A lot of people have attack, and a lot of people need to say it just take about 5 minutes to understand. And after that, you take your time, you go and do some research. That's what I've been doing for the past 3 years, doing research, educating myself. It's a phenomenal space that we're in. It's unbelievable how we're creating right now. The US dollar is on the deck. It's flying, you know.
Mm,
And this cryptocurrency is so hard. I think cryptocurrency business is so hard.
mm,
And then you have the ex-president, former President Trump now, where he's talking about Bitcoin and stuff like this right now. It's unbelievable because when he was um, a couple of months ago, he wasn't believing in Bitcoin and these cryptocurrencies, and now it's just a 360 turn, you know. So we have to be smart, you know. We have tech here. We have to make tech work for us, you know.
mhm,
This kind tech is just phenomenal. There is no other kind on the market that has our story. that is doing what TAC will be doing. There's none,
Mm,
not whatsoever. So we are in a special place, and it can work for us. You know.
mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, Colin John Bon, you have a question?
Doc, let me just stop the recording and start it again.
Okay, okay. Yes, Mr. Carr. Mr. Colin will wait until our assistant director of training. Okay, so I think the recording has started. Mr. Colin, you have a question?
Hello.
No? Okay, go ahead, Mr. Hassan.
Uh, good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Hello,
Yes,
can
sir.
you
We
hear
can hear
Loud
me?
and
you
clear.
loud and clear. Just go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm asking this in terms of gas fee, which of the coin are we using for this gas fee? Is will it be the same tag coin or other coins that will be used for this gas fee?
Okay, thank
Um,
That's my question.
Youth ambassador is in the house.
Yes, he is. Chief
Okay,
of
I
Staff,
think he should. Yes,
he was. Let me see if I
because
can
it's
bring.
for me. I'm not certain about that. I think we as Tiashans we have TAC, so TAC should be used for the gas fee, right? So chief of staff can answer that.
He's
All right.
actually not there. He must have
He's not
left.
there.
So maybe
Most of the time when we have if you have our own exchange, the native kind would be used as gas fee.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. All right.
Yes, brother.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
you're
No
very welcome.
problem.
Just
Thank
ask
you.
the
Bye bye.
questions. You're very
Thank
You
welcome.
see what happens if you have an exchange and you're not using your native kind as gas fees, then you're basically giving away basically your liquidity in a sense.
Yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
When yes, so you have
Yeah.
your exchange and you have your kind, you use your kind as gas fees most of the
All
time.
right.
Just to
Okay.
add,
Thank you.
just
Thank
to add to, just to add to what you're saying, cryptochemist, you're correct.
Uh-huh.
Yes, whenever you have your blockchain and everything
Uh-huh.
you want, you normally use your native
Your
coin
kind,
as,
right,
because if
as
you
gas
think,
fees.
if you watch those coins that run on the Ethereum network, like USDT, for
Uh-huh.
example, if you're
Yeah,
going to trade USDT ERC20, which runs on the Ethereum network, you have to actually have Ethereum when
you
you're
have
going
to have Ethereum,
to
right?
move the USDT. You have to have Ethereum to pay the gas fees because it's running on the Ethereum network. So it's understandable that when TAC is running on its blockchain, that in order to move TAC, you will have to have TAC to pay those gas fees as well.
Mr. James, here's a trivial question again for people who do not understand some of the terms. What is a gas fee? Could you explain that to the house?
Yeah, Doc, can I come in?
Go ahead, Mr. Francis.
Yes, I think it's simply the transaction charges that are
Mm-hmm.
paid on the exchange when you carry out transaction on the exchange.
Good.
For example, when we were on the Birect exchange, for every transaction you carry out, either buying or selling, 0.15% of your transaction you pay, that is what you pay as you carry out your transaction. So basically I think that should be the fees that are paid when you carry out any transaction on an exchange.
Wonderful. Well said,
Doc,
Mr.
can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay, thanks. Oh boy, this it's crazy right now here. I don't know what happened today.
Hmm. Okay. Any other questions,
If
please?
I might add, we hello, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
If I might add, yes. Gas fees, just to be for little clarity as well, is actually the cost to move coins on the network itself. Because on an exchange, you may have other costs that are associated with purchasing, for example. Because you may have servicing fees, um, you might have processing fees that an
Yes.
exchange might charge for
Yes.
purchasing coins. So that is different from what we call gas fees or network fees.
Mhm.
So just to make that distinction, that's actually the cost to move coins on the network itself.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Assistant Director.
And
And
Doc, let's look at Ethereum, right? We have
yes,
Ethereum there, and Ethereum to transact with Ethereum is very expensive. The gas fees are exorbitant at times, and Ethereum is still under construction in a sense. And when we had TAC there, our fees were so low in regards to sending TAC and stuff like that. So we have Ethereum that's there still building, and our kind was actually the price was very minuscule in terms of sending your kinds and stuff like that. So I just
mhm.
wanted to say that.
Do the gas fees grow as the price of the coin grows, Mr. James?
Yeah, some gas fees would especially when you have a lot of traffic, sometimes the gas fees will get higher. You
Okay.
understand? When you have a lot of people buying and selling, these gas fees will go the roof, right? And Ethereum is one of these examples in regards to gas fees. You know, yes. But and then you have Ethereum that a lot of kinds, a lot of application have been built on Ethereum because of the smart contract. You know,
Yes. Yes.
yes.
To add to that, Doc,
Yes.
you can also pay higher fees to raise the priority of your transaction as well.
Mm,
So if you on the blockchain to have your transaction confirmed, you
Hmm.
could also pay higher fees on some exchanges and stuff to raise the priority of your transaction so it gets confirmed faster. So
oh,
that's an option as well.
okay. That's good to know. Thank you, Assistant Director. Um, any more
Hello,
questions?
hello, ma.
Yes, Rev.
Yeah, what actually determined gas fees?
Okay. Mr. James, you heard that
What
question?
what actually determine gas fees? Well, it depends on the network and how the network is set up, how the kind is set up. That can determine gas fees. The amount of traffic that's coming through some of the exchange that also can determine gas fees. So there's different factors that can determine gas fees. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Different factors.
Here's a question. I believe, I always try to think as a professor, from the view of a student, and I'm
Uh,
wondering. So let us assume that we will have initial access to 10% of our coins. We don't know yet. As Chief said, it could be 20, it could be 80.
mhm.
But let's just say when we go to the exchange, we have an initial access to 10% of our coins. Mr. James, do you suggest that we trade all of that 10%?
No, not really.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't suggest that at all. We trade our 10%. We don't. It's so important because we don't know exactly how the value of the kind can grow, and fluctuate. So I wouldn't suggest selling trading our 10%. You keep a portion and you watch the market and see what's going on. You know, you don't want to get rid of your trading all of your kinds. It's like basically giving away all your money. You know,
Good.
so you have to be careful. You understand?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mr.
You
Julius,
know,
something?
go ahead. Let him go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. He had unmuted, so I thought he wanted to speak.
Okay.
Yeah, my question more.
Yes, right.
Yeah. What is the difference between uh, exchange and trading?
Okay.
And trading.
Exchange, trading, yes.
It's basically one in two of the same thing, you know. Exchange, okay, you basically exchange your money to get up for, hello?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Somebody
Yeah,
needs to
exchange.
mute.
Yeah, somebody's there.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Delias. Can you hear me,
Hello?
please? Yes. Can you hear me?
Um,
Yes?
who's that? Who's speaking there?
This is Godpower speaking.
Okay, could you okay, could you hold on, Mr. God's Power, because the James is answering Reverend Gideon's question now.
Okay. Okay. All right. Go on. All right. Okay. No problem.
Yes, so
Thank
he
you.
had asked the difference between exchange and trading. Basically, in a sense, okay, let's say that you have an exchange that's something like a bank, right? The exchange is something like a bank. Trading, likewise, now is individuals going on the exchange and swapping their kinds, buying and selling, right? So the exchange is like a bank, and then the trading now would be the buying of sell and selling of the cryptocurrencies and stuff like that. And some people would say exchange in terms of okay, you exchange one kind for a next. You understand? So that's how it is.
Thank
Okay.
you.
No
Go
problem, sir.
ahead, Mr. God's Power.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Delias. My question is this. Please, could you briefly explain the the similarities and the differences between cryptocurrency and forex trade?
Cryptocurrency, the difference between cryptocurrency and forex trading.
Yes.
Basically, a forex is trading the market. You're trading you're trading different kinds, looking to see when there's a trend line, when there's a
Okay.
trend, when where there's resistance, where you can enter the market and trade a particular kind. Cryptocurrencies are basically digital money, you know, so that's two different stuff there. We have trading, and then you have forex trading, and then you have cryptocurrency. You know, you can do
Okay.
forex with different pairs, USD against the Japanese yen, and stuff like that. You have currencies and stuff like that. You're doing forex, and then you have crypto. You can do crypto trading likewise. So it's different, two different things in a sense.
Okay. That is, in that case, there's no similarities.
There's basically a similar because you can trade. It's actually it's trading, but you have where you can trade it's actually basically more fiat and stuff like that against one another. You can trade the Bitcoin and USDT, whatever, US dollar, you know. So they're basically one and the same.
Okay.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much. Thank you
Yes, sir.
very much.
No
Yeah.
problem, sir. No problem. No problem. Hey, and if you want to find out
Hello.
about these things, just go on YouTube and you put it in, and there's a lot of information that will come up in
Hello.
regards to
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right,
Yes.
brother.
Hello.
Mr. Sunny,
Hello.
Mr. Sunny
Hello.
was speaking. Mr. Oh, please give
Hello.
Sunny a chance to speak first, please, and then you.
Okay. Uh, Good evening, Mrs. Delia.
Good morning.
I
Hello.
want to, yeah, I want to know if when we launch the exchange, they can be able to swap our coins to other coins. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. James, you know the answer to that?
It should, yes, because one of our main stuff that we could trade with was Bitcoin. Yeah. And as I said before, I don't know exactly what amount of coins we will have, but there will be other coins that we can trade against. We actually were trading against Bitcoin Cash. Everybody know about Bitcoin Cash. We were trading against that and Byrix. So there will be different kinds on the exchange. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
I have a
Doc,
question.
Momo, hold on. Momo, could you hold on? Mr. Momo is
Yes.
first. Go ahead, Mr. Momo.
I have a question concerning the coin raising, because tracking the price of the coin changes. So I want to know what is the chart that showing that the purchasing power of the coin have changed the value of tag currently.
That
You get my question?
that
Hello.
I'm having a little difficulty understanding the question.
Um, could you
I'm
speak a little
I'm saying
louder? Oh, we didn't understand.
when the coin was the 2 cent back then, Mr.
Mhm.
Bonnet came out and said the coin price had been changed. And then in cryptocurrency, before price change, you first look at the graph. The graph will indicate that this price have changed. So I want to know if due to the purchasing power, if the price will change within subsequent time.
Uh, I'm trying to understand if you said
So
that kind, if the price would change at subsequent time. Hello.
Yeah, I understand your question.
Yeah,
hello?
well, the price will usually change depending on the volume, the buying and the selling.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that determines the price.
If I might assist, I'm not sure if he's referring to
When we are
currently
in,
now the
uh,
price is being moved by Mr. Abundance during the hard cap raising process.
oh, okay, okay,
That is
okay.
different. That is different to when we're on the trading on the open
Open
exchange.
market. Hmm.
Markets will determine the moving of the prices. But right now we're
Okay,
during the hard cap period
hard
where
cap.
right, right. So it's not trading that's moving the prices at the moment.
Yes, yes, we
I
know
hope that
you
helps.
definitely.
yeah, Doc, can I
Definitely
come
was
in?
on
I have a
the final.
question.
I understand that.
Okay, go
Hello,
ahead with question.
hello.
Go ahead, Francis.
Yes, I have a question for our trainer for tonight. Yes, we appreciate you. My question is, we have our blockchain, which is proof of authority, and some other cryptos, for example, Ethereum has a proof of stake, just as we move from proof of stake to proof of authority, authority blockchain. Now, the question that I want to ask is, of what value will the blockchain add to the exchange, since we have competition when it comes to exchange? Will that bring more people to trade on tag exchange that will increase the liquidity? Thank you.
Well, definitely, if we have a lot of people transacting on the exchange, that will increase liquidity. That's why we are supposed to try and let build the base. So a lot of people having the kind that helps to increase liquidity on the exchange. Ethereum, we have proof of stake, yeah, which is Ethereum, and now TAC is proof of authority. That's a different setup there. So when we have a lot of people, it's a numbers, as Chief usually says, it's a numbers game. So the more people we have having the kind and basically using the exchange likewise, it creates liquidity, creates value. Yeah.
Thank you.
I,
Madam,
I have a
Madam Karen,
query.
you
Okay.
wanted to say something. Go ahead, Madam Karen, and then Madam
Yes,
Sylvia.
right, right. I knows nothing about trading or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh my.
from what I'm hearing that if we what it is, there's a way that we can improve our coins if we learn how to trade. But what if I don't want to trade? is there a way that I can still get my monies out so that I can do whatever I have to do? Just asking.
Okay, thank
I
you.
am willing to learn to trade. I am willing to do that. But if I don't want to, do I have to learn to trade? Is it compulsory that I do learn to trade?
Okay, so
If you all get the
the reason,
question.
Yes.
yes, I understand you, and you're not alone. There's a lot of people who don't understand. They don't understand anything on these exchanges. Sometimes they see a bunch of numbers, and you see these charts, and it's just you wonder what is these things, you know. But yes, you're willing to learn. You will learn if you're willing to learn. It's
Mhm.
important that you can, it's basically buying and selling of your kinds. You want to go on the exchange, you want to buy kinds. There's certain stuff that you have to do. So, you want to sell kinds. There's certain things you have to do is buy and sell. So, there's somebody there. And Dr. Boaz will be doing the training and buying and selling and the exchange. So that would be very, very good, you know, that people can
Okay.
see how to trade.
Thank you.
You'll get everything, my dear.
Okay. So the question that she asked, Mr. James,
Mhm.
everyone, all of us going into the exchange, we must learn how to trade. There is no
It's,
other
it's,
way
it,
that
it's
we can.
important, yes. Yeah, because if you want to buy, it's just like buying. You're going on the site now and buying kinds. It's actually the trading, right?
Mhm.
And if you want to trade out your kinds, is you're trading. So it's buying and selling. That's trading. you know. You have different trading, like, as the gentleman was talking about forex trading, where you have individuals will just sit there on their laptop and watch when the market is good or bad, and they can enter a trade. So these are different type of traders,
Okay.
scalping and ton of different trading. But easily trading in terms of buying and selling of your kinds, those are trading, right?
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay. Madam Vivia.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah.
This is it's not a question as such. It's about understanding that the world of crypto is quite complex, and even for the learned, it's still really difficult to grasp. And even myself, when I got involved in this world of crypto, it took me really a long time to understand, and even being able to open a Coinbase account and understanding what is happening there. So for me, I'm wondering whether it's possible for TAC to maybe start to produce its own sort of basic to elementary to advanced levels of videos, really ABC,
Mhm.
then going on to multiplication, then
Yeah.
going on to really complex mathematics and things like that. So people who are at the really basic level can really start at lesson one, the ABC, doing your ABC, and also the acronyms, possibly having, because the language is like learning a new language altogether.
Definitely. Yes.
So it's about understanding. Do we need something on the system where people can go and say, okay, this is what this acronym actually means, so when we talk in that language, people can actually relate to what is being spoken of. Because I get the sense that, there's still a lot of learning still to be done. And it's how we then allow people to learn at the level they're at.
Yes.
Yes, and
Yeah.
you're so right. You're so right. This is a big field, yeah. And basically, you would want individuals to learn as soon as possible. There's so much information, so many things to talk about when it comes to trading. But there will be videos. There will be videos coming out. Dr. Boyers will be doing some. and
Yeah.
we can pass them around in the
Yeah.
community. So I
Yeah.
understand totally, because when I started this thing, man, this was like a totally different world, you know,
Yeah, yeah. And
totally
even in the
different world.
videos, even with the videos, the
Mhm.
language in the videos might be too advanced for some people.
I
Because
understand,
sometimes
and yes,
when you work for an organization for 20, 25 years, you start to learn the language of that organization. You forget that sometimes you're speaking to people that have no understanding about what you're
so
talking
true.
about. So it's actually breaking down to the elementary levels, so
Never.
people who are coming in or people who still don't understand can say, actually, I'm going to start at lesson one. This is where I'm at.
The, the,
I need to
the
understand
key,
fully lesson one
yes,
before I can move on to lesson two.
yes. The key is when these videos come out, you review them, you review them, you review them.
Mm.
That was my thing. I just review some of these things, review them, and this is where I got it. You know. So we
Yeah.
have to, as I said earlier in the training, we must find some time for ourselves, because this is a totally different field. We have to
Mm.
find time that you can learn these things. They're not they're not hard in a sense if you put your mind to it and learn it. And the time. You know. So yes, we have to educate ourselves. It's very important.
Yep.
Sis?
Madam
Yes.
Madam Vivia is speaking my language as a
Hmm.
professor, as an instructor. And the good thing is
Right.
that we have had some really good trainings
Yes, we
which
have
would
had.
educate people on cryptocurrency. I did too. I did basic terms with what is an exchange, what is a blockchain. I did proof of stake, proof of authority. I think I
Hmm.
did three. I did crypto 101, I did crypto 102, I did the mathematics of tax. And then you,
Yes.
Mr. James, you just did the use case of the exchange and you just did liquidity. And next week
Hmm.
we're going to do something on money, and then later on we're going to do trading. What
Yes.
we tend to do, and I was speaking to my assistant director, Mr. Carr, about that. We want to take all of those trainings and try to put them in a place where people can access
Can
them
find them. Yes. Right.
and be able to look at the videos or listen to the recordings again and again and again and again. But the videos are really important, because I
Yes.
find students learn a lot by seeing. People are more visual than
I'm a more visual learner.
auditory. So it's important to have those videos, but we intend to make these videos and trainings more available, where you can just go into this folder and say, okay, I want to learn about the mathematics. How do you calculate this? Yes. I need to learn about liquidity. Let's click on this audio and so, but it is really important. And we if we may need to watch the videos and listen to the audios again and again
That's right.
and again
Yes.
until we learn it. That's
Yes.
important.
That's the key. You
Can I
listen,
say
watch, learn.
something?
Hello.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead,
I'm
Madam.
sorry, Madam Doctor. I'm just gonna stop the recording again. Start it
Okay,
back.
just hold on. Hold on. I'm Gloria. Mr. Carr is stopping the recording
Sure.
as you ready, Mr. Carr? I think he is.
Yes,
Okay,
it has started.
go ahead, Mr. Gloria.
Well, I really appreciate this training today. And as always, everything is always on point and very clear. But still, I think we need, like Lady Vivia was saying, we need an academy, TAC Academy. And even after having a TAC Academy, it still doesn't give the meat of the whole, you know, crypto world to many people because it's just a totally foreign language. So I was thinking, wouldn't that be nice if actually there would be a position for somebody to be our trader on TAC? They would get a percentage or whatever it is to be our trader, to help us even after we've studied and learned and we don't get it. Some people really can't get it like a foreign language. So I was just saying maybe there's an opening for a trader.
So what you say?
That's
We
my
take
suggestion. We need to find us a trader within our group.
we
Like I
take
was hint hint
it.
crypto chemist.
Hey, um, well, there's nothing at all wrong in terms of if you want to find somebody as a trader, that professional that trades for you, that honest individual that you have to be careful, So hey, it's open for discussion.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a thought.
Yeah.
Mr. Julius, a
Yeah.
question, comment?
Yeah, um, I just want to contribute to the liquidity issue that we are discussing. I think bringing liquidity to our coins in our various community, in our various country and county, if TAC will be launched on the 11th of December, from that particular time to go on, we will be able to accept TAC at the various business centers that some people may have. For example, you hear and you in this community, you selling either rice, you have store that you selling zinc, cement, steel,
Yes.
anything that you are selling that you will be able to open a room there that you'll be able to accept tax as money to buy from you. It will also bring liquidity to our community, to the coins. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Yes, that's so important. Where we have businesses can accept tech, we can use tech for daily use, and that's the power there. And likewise, when Mr. Abundance was talking about the diaspora city. So yes, using the kind, you can buy cement, you can buy steel, you can pay the doctor. We have different merchants. By the way, we had an area on the website where we have I think some different merchants and stuff like that was supposed to register. So individual could use tap with different businesses. So those are things that we would definitely need for to create liquidity. And likewise the diaspora city. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yep.
So that's powerful.
Okay. Let's ask any last questions or comments. This is such important
Hello,
training.
everyone.
Who I'm not
Hello,
seeing.
everyone.
Hello, go ahead.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. My question is, can tag be traded in other exchange apart from tag exchange? Thank you.
Did you hear that, Mr. James?
Yes, yeah. So
Okay.
TAC will be on its own exchange for now, but there should be other listings for other exchange. Mr. Carr?
Yes. No, that's okay.
Yes, yes, that's correct. Yeah, because if you
Right.
remember when TAC was on Byrick, we were actually on two other exchanges as well,
Yes,
Guavier
yes. I
as well.
yes, you're right. I
Right.
didn't
So,
even was studying that. Yes.
so
Yes.
ultimately, that will be the plan.
Yeah, that will be the plan for that.
Okay, we soon have to wrap up. Any
Wow.
last comments or last questions? Final questions, final comments. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, yes, go ahead.
Hello. Hello.
Oh, can you tell me the difference between a exchange and a blockchain, please? Thank you.
Hello.
Mr. James, did you hear that?
Yeah, so the exchange is what we use to transact our kind, and the blockchain is what the kind is built on. So the
Mhm.
blockchain would be the one that's created to run the kind. That's what the kind is that's what the kind is running on. But the exchange is why you can go and buy and sell crypto. So they are two different stuff. The exchange and the blockchain are different.
Hello. You
So,
can think
you mean the
of it
tag,
like
is
the
it?
airport.
Oh,
Go
hello?
ahead.
Yes, I was saying you can think of it like the airport. So you go to the airport to buy a ticket, and then you take a plane to go to the your next destination. So
Right.
the exchange would be the airport that you're going to do the
Mm-hmm.
transaction, and then the plane would be the blockchain that you're using to get to
Get to
the
the
destination.
destination. Perfect.
Thank you.
I love that analogy.
Oh,
Perfect.
Hello.
oh.
Yes, Mr. Sunny.
Yeah, Dr. Daly, I just wanted to ask about when the exchange is launched, will there be how will it be connected to the debit card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of us can answer
Well,
this question.
yeah,
That's a
that's something for maybe I don't know
chief
if Mr. Carr can answer that. Definitely Otium, but he's not here.
chief about I
Mr.
think
Bond should have to speak to that one.
yeah, that's
Yes.
Yes, yes,
but
yes.
so so that's a question for Chief Abundance about the card, the debit card. But good, that's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, my own is just I want to encourage people because most of the people they don't want to attend the training. I observe most of the people that are used to attend the meetings or training are the same people. But people they forget that when they launch the coin, by that time they will find it very difficult to trade or to withdraw or whatever. So I'm encouraging people to start attending the trainings because it's very important. This is my contribution.
Very, very well said. Very well said. We should always be attending the trainings, but as we are going to the exchange, it's important that we learn what we are going to do. Because some of us, like we say in the Caribbean, we are green. We don't know. We really need to learn. So very well said. So cryptochemist, Mr. James, you have been splendid. You
Oh
have
my,
just
thank you, Doc. Thank you
awesome.
very much.
This was a really, really good training. We really learned a lot, and there is so much more to learn. And
Yes, there's so much more.
I cannot wait to work with our assistant director and try to create, as I told you all, this folder or something where we can access all of these important trainings and we can watch them again and again and again.
Put your money intact, put your money intact, invest and show that your money come back. Put your money intact, put your money intact, invest and show that your money come back. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack, one child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free, join the abundance community, diaspora city. Yeah, we got global accessibility, your future, your currency. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack, one child, one youth, one tack, 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 tack. Become financially free. Join the Abundance Community Diaspora City. Contact our website or social media for more info. Everybody say, one child, one youth, one tack, one child, one youth, one tack.